wheel gets the grease. Squeaky wheel gets the grease. No fucking tacit approval. Every single film but one. And I'll be surprised if you guys can figure out which one of the films by the end of the day, by the end of the week, you probably won't even be able to tell because you're going to be inundated with take, choke, hit, fuck. And you're going to figure out, well, the ones that succeed the fastest, some of you are going to come out of the gates like jackrabbits. Some of you are going to come out like sloths. You know, these prehistoric animals that move 1 inch a month. But the ones that understand the difference between a motivated seller and a not motivated seller, in other words, between a prospect, someone that will talk to you, or a suspect, somebody that will talk to you, and a prospect, somebody that will buy from you or sell to you, are two different things. Two different things. And you don't have to take them to lunch, you don't have to take them to dinner, you don't have to buy them, you don't have to do shit. But you'll think, because if I'm going to take him to lunch, some asshole wants to meet me in fucking Los Angeles and he wants to buy me lunch. I don't need lunch. I don't want lunch. Familiarity breeds contempt. I never want to have 1 microsecond, well, the guy bought me lunch, so I'm not going to cut his throat. The guy sent my wife flowers. And for those of you that sent me gifts over Christmas, thank you. But I mean, we didn't need them. And remember, Chinese water torch, it's not the first 50,000 drops that make you crazy. It's the 5 millionth drop. So the 5 millionth exposure to snowflakiness is what breaks it down. Some of you, the first 50 snowflakes will break you down because you're just a vagina. You're a natural-born vagina, flapping like this. In Bangkok, they have bars where women shoot ping pong balls from their vagina, and they hit guys that far away. Doom, doom, doom. And then the same guy, you look like the guy too. The same guy will come and put like a silver dollar on their tongue, and the woman snaps it off with her vagina lips off his tongue. Today, right now, in Bangkok, this very instant, right now. And there's one bar after the next bar after the next bar. And they're not all drunken servicemen that are there. They're little perverts like you that can't get their willy wet. Yes, sir.
He didn't let any circumstances constrain him, and he just pushed through every barrier that he faced.
Now, well, has anybody said anything that's rocket science so far? Well, then why can't you do it? Why haven't you done it?
We're cunts.
Thank you. Say it louder.
We're cunts.
Correct. And your family were cunts. And your grandparents were cunts. Now, back in World War II time, the Chinese, the Japanese, everybody had a pair. You know? Now, you gotta search and make sure. And now you gotta search if they really got a pair or not. You know? What else? Yes, sir.
Fortune is bold. So he's willing to be audacious and go for it and think big.
Elon Musk is a classic example of that today. And he pays a $20 or $25 million fine to the SEC for stock manipulation, is really what he did. If you had done it, you'd go to jail. But instead, he only had to pay a $20 million fine. And then he told him, fuck you, the SEC is worthless. You know, they fined me, but they're still worthless, they're all stupid. He should have got another fine, Elon, with the greatest respect. But he didn't, because he's Elon Musk and he has a cult following. Just like Josh Kim has a cult following. What else? Yes?
You have to have good accountants and lawyers on your team because it was the accountant who figured out that he needs to buy the land.
Correct. Not Schwartz and Company, two little Chinese guys or CPAs out of the garage that are your brother-in-laws. He was a ruthless son of a bitch, too. And the longer you're dead, the more of an expose do they write. Chappaquiddick just came out about Ted Kennedy killing that girl decades ago. The movie people have been trying to get that on the movies for 30 years. Kennedy's a powerful family. 50 years, almost on the anniversary, and 50 years of that accident where he left the girl to die. Anything else? Yep.
The power of a new concept.
Yep. And of course now the McDonald's idea, the McDonald's model, the McDonald's framework is part of culture. I mean, many other franchises have developed that. And now the Golden Arches is, it's part of the American fabric. I remember when a McDonald's hamburger was 15 cents. I remember 15 cents. Okay, what else? You saw something else.
Dan Lowe.
Who?
Self-image.
Dan, my mentee. I can't remember, was he wearing his red suit in the thing? We're going to talk about that, Dan, when I see you in a couple weeks. Whatever I want, I take it. Take it. That's the operative word, and that's how you have not lived your life. You haven't taken shit other than toilet paper to wipe your ass. Some of you in this room have never taken anything. Now, I'm not suggesting you go home and you teach your little kids or grandkids to take shit away from kids on the schoolyard. But you've never taken anything. And why haven't you taken anything? Because you want to be liked. And why would anybody like a fucking bald-headed, skinny shit like you anyway? I mean, what? What else about the founder? Yes, sir.
Sensitivity to problem.
Now, there's a clue here. Success leaves clue. Every fucking film you're gonna see, save one, gives the same message. Take. Squeaky wheel gets the grease. Squeaky wheel gets the grease. No fucking tacit approval. Every single film but one. And I'll be surprised if you guys can figure out which one of the films by the end of the day, or by the end of the week. You probably won't even be able to tell because you're going to be inundated with take, choke, hit, fuck. And that's why we're here to do that.